Come on. There we go. Alrighty. We appear to be live and ready to go. Nice. Greetings everyone, I am Dr. J and we are back with Fire Emblem. Good to be back. I'm very curious to see how tonight's going to play out because this is going to be probably a very long stream, honestly, because we've got a decent number of support conversations. We've got a lot of paralogs to get through. Well, we've got 2 paralogs to get through, all before we actually jump into the main story battle and do all the usual stuff after that. So it's going to be very interesting seeing how things play out, and already we're running into connection issues. Damn it. Really? Okay. Let's see if I can change the priority on... Well, I'm pretty sure I've already done the usual change priority on OBS. Heck? Oh boy. That I've had this open so long that there's problems. It's gonna be one of those nights, huh? Oh man. Let's see. Seems that it's still good. Come on, I tested this literally a while ago. You were fine up just 2 seconds ago. What the hell? Oh well. Let's see. Well, worst case scenario. Alright, we'll give it a minute. If it keeps going, then I'll give it haywire. At least it's not dropping any frames. It's just gonna maintain like this. Why does it maintain so low, though? Heck. Welcome to Technical Issues, the stream, apparently. Unfortunately, we've got a fair amount to get through, so technical issues are not on the menu today. Okay, it looks like it's going back up to an acceptable level. Okay. I'll keep an eye on it as we go through support conversations. If I need to, well, I can always just do this a different way.
You wanted to talk, Monica? This is an interesting choice of location.
I hear you've been going above and beyond lately. That you perform miracles each time you set foot on the battlefield.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why are you complimenting me all of a sudden? I mean, things have been going well, but...
Oh, I assure you, I have no ulterior motive. You've helped me out a great deal too, after all.
How so?
Even Her Majesty praises your fine work. She talks about you so much, in fact, I'm more than a little sick of hearing your name.
Are you sure there's no ulterior motive? I'm hearing a bit of venom in your voice.
Huh. She talks about me that much? Wait a sec. You aren't jealous, are you? That wouldn't make any sense.
Indeed, it wouldn't. Why in the world would I be jealous of you?
Oh dear.
After all, you are merely Her Majesty's subordinate. Your relationship will never transcend the bounds of master and servant. It will never reach the depths of meaning that Her Majesty and I share.
Why are you like this, simp?
So you are jealous?
In what way? I am merely telling you the truth as I see it. It never even crossed my mind how irritatingly close you and Her Majesty are. Not once.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you basically just admitted it.
I certainly did not.
You are not subtle.
You did. You said you were jealous that Edelgard and I are so close.
The word jealous never traversed my lips.
Bruh.
You sure you're not, though?
Perhaps a little.
That's what I thought.
But so what if I am? I have always been Her Majesty's most devoted admirer. Hubert is one thing, but you're just a run-of-the-mill mercenary.
Oh boy.
To think Her Majesty has uttered your name more times than she has mine, it makes me want to scream my lungs out.
Okay, calm down.
You've been counting? Why even keep score? It's not a contest. All this worrying is just gonna stress you out.
It's no good. I still keep track even if I'm not worried. I cannot help it. I can't believe it has come to this. I have no other choice but to ask for your help.
Uh-huh, that's what you're asking. Yeah, nothing else, right?
What's come to what now?
I will just have to show you. Come on, let's go.
Go where? Oh, that's where you're ending in? Ah, great. Just what I needed. And looks like the stream bitrate's still being trash. Okay. Do I take the nuclear option? This is literally a day after I installed new internet. And technically the old one's still intact, so I could do the nuclear option and just switch over, because... Weird, it was doing just fine earlier. Why the hell is it... Just what I needed. Either way, we'll give it 5 more minutes, basically another support conversation, then I'll hit the nuclear button if I need to. So what do you two have to talk about? That was loud.
Yuritsa? What's wrong?
Not here, either.
Hey, hold on. If you're looking for someone, I'd be more than glad to help.
Leave me be.
Friendly as ever, I see. Guess you weren't much different back when you were a professor, either.
Nope.
Why don't you let me help you? You seem worried.
How could you tell?
You're not exactly hiding it. You nearly busted the chapel door clear off its hinges.
Speaking of which, why are you in the chapel?
I'm looking for someone. She is injured.
Huh? Did someone go missing from the infirmary? Wait, are you talking about an enemy?
Not an enemy. However, she fled when she saw me.
Bernie?
Well, then why would she run? Oh, I get it. Was it Bernadetta?
Yep, I read ahead. It's Bernie.
Not her. Though, the one I seek was likely frightened by me as well.
Well, you're not really the most approachable guy. There's kind of this murdery aura about you.
Of course, you have to go there.
Like, if I let my guard down for even a second, it'd be the last thing I ever do.
That is not my intention.
I know that, but you'd probably still scare the life out of someone who's already jumpy. Even a beast would turn tail and run if it caught sight of the Death Knight.
So we are actually using that moniker, huh?
Then, what would you suggest? I will never capture her at this rate.
Why don't you just let me help you? You know, strength in numbers and all that. She wouldn't be able to get away if there are 2 of us out looking.
It is vexing when she flees, yes. But this matter does not require assistance.
You want it anyway?
Time is wasting. I must go.
Wait, Yuritsa? Is he really gonna be okay?
No. No, he's not. Go after him. Oh, boy. That's pretty much what I expected. Although I was hoping they'd go into a little more detail on how things are going. And it looks like things are not any better with the stream. Okay, I'm hitting the nuclear button. Let's see, it's probably gonna look as if things are just gonna suddenly go out, but you... Reconnection successful. Now... Let's see... Alright, it's stabilized. Good, nuclear button worked. Oh man. Maybe I won't be switching to this new internet if things keep going crazy like this. Hey Co-Reaper, how you doing? Caught me right in time to get caught up in technical problems, as per usual. So, let's get on with it.
Ah, Edelgard. Perfect timing. Got a minute?
What do you two have to talk about?
What is it, Balthus?
The little birdie told me Her Majesty is looking to hire a bodyguard.
I don't know where your birdie got its information, but yes, that's correct.
Well, that's great, because I know the perfect guy for the job.
Yourself?
When it comes to strength, integrity, and loyalty, he gets top marks all around.
And let me guess, his name is Balthus.
You don't seem too impressed, Edelgard.
Bingo! So hey, I bet an Emperor's bodyguard gets paid pretty well, yeah? I need the coin, and you need the protection. We both stand to come out on top here.
I see. Well, you will need to discuss the matter with Hubert first.
Oh, that's gonna be an interesting discussion.
Believe me, I tried. That guy didn't even give me the time of day.
Precisely.
He said, and I quote,
Why would I trust Her Majesty's safety to a walking pile of liabilities such as yourself?
Oh my god, that's a really damn good impression, holy crap! Was that actually Hubert's voice actor? That was an amazing impression! Holy crap! Whoa! Okay! What? Okay, I'm in awe. Okay. I did not know Balthus had it in him for that sort of thing. I mean, tripping Claude up a couple times in 3 houses I could buy, but... well played, game.
Ask me again once you've cleaned up your act. And do be sure to use a good soap.
So rude.
I mean, that is clearly not Robbie Damon, but... is it? That is such a good impression, holy crap.
And what makes you think I won't tell you the same?
So, that's a no?
No, it's an absolutely not. You wish to safeguard my back, but Hubert has given me a full litany of reasons why I shouldn't trust you to protect any side of me at all. You were once the head of House Albrecht, yet now you are a vagabond. You also owe money to Gloucester and other houses, and have a bounty on your head, which is apparently the only part of you required to collect said bounty. And need I even delve into your family history?
Phew. Leave it to the minister of the Imperial household to dig up every last ugly detail on a man.
Are you surprised?
Not every detail is ugly. We know you defeated Lord Holst at the tournament in Goneril, becoming the first and only person ever to do so.
Wait, you actually beat Holst in a fight? What?
So, while people do not question your strength, they might hold you in higher regard if you manage to pull the rest of yourself together, beginning with how you treat women.
Wait, huh? What's different there?
Well, hold on there. I'm not about to pursue some dalliance with my boss. Especially when that boss is the Emperor. Even I have my limits.
I rather doubt that.
Well, there's only one way to prove me wrong. You're just gonna have to hire me.
That's not how this works, Balthus.
You must truly think me a fool. How disappointing.
Hey, it was worth a try. But, alright, you win. I'll give up on the whole job search.
But yeah, there's another conversation in this chain. I doubt we've seen the end of it. I really doubt we've seen the end of it. Either way, let's see what other conversations lie within. Huh, so Hubert and Balthus don't have a conversation, so what we got was probably all that those two would theoretically interact. All the same, let's carry on.
Another clear victory for the Empire in battle. You can surely guess who stole the show yet again.
Shez.
Our mercenary friend? Always a force upon the battlefield, that one.
Their approach on the battlefield is exceptional, yet their curious power has also proved quite the boon.
Wait, is that why you're talking to Linhardt?
It is deeply fascinating, isn't it? Something beyond the principles of magic, and yet different from the power of crests. I might go so far as to say it veers close to the realm of dark magic, but I fear that's beyond my expertise.
I am possessed of some small knowledge, yet still fail to understand the nature of that power.
Interesting that you'd be comparing notes openly with Linhardt about it, though.
Then at present we can do nothing but throw our hands to the sky. And with that, I must be off.
Oh? I thought you would be more curious about our mercenary ally.
There's your angle.
Would you truly raise the white flag merely because the matter lies outside your usual ken?
What are you playing at, Hubert?
Good response. Good response.
If you want me to investigate a specimen, go ahead. Hook it and reel it in.
Aha, but you are the better angler of the two of us.
What's that supposed to mean?
Furthermore, my method of hooking would complicate our relationship with so valued an ally.
Oh no, the mind's already racing. I don't want to follow this thread.
An inducement from your lips would ensure things proceed more smoothly.
Well, this is becoming a hassle. Can't you push yourself to learn some new hooking strategies?
Have you seen Hubert? I don't think he could learn one that wouldn't be seen as duplicitous.
Like, I don't know, one befitting the elegance of a true nobleman? Involving fancy tea, perhaps?
Do you think that would really work on Shez anyway? Didn't work on Happy.
A positively hair-raising notion. Please, do not speak it aloud again.
Agreed.
Then maybe get in their face and pick a fight with them. You two could end up becoming fast friends.
I mean, actually, it is. I mean, that's probably something you just saw from Caspar, but you know what? This is Shez we're talking about, so that would probably work.
So you wish me to shout myself hoarse and swing my fists about like a common ruffian?
Yes.
I shall pretend I did not hear that suggestion.
I want to see that now. Someone animate that.
No. Then the only option left is aggressive persuasion, driven home at the point of an axe, let's say.
Linhardt, who in the world are you talking about right now? I should think there is no one quite so barbarous in our own army.
Have you seen Caspar?
Oh, I didn't have anyone particular in mind.
Liar.
I was just brainstorming new methods to ensnare our illustrious mercenary friend. Why? Did they remind you of acquaintances of ours?
In any event, let us leave this sleeping dog where it lies. I do not dislike conversing with you, but we seem to procure results of little benefit when we do. And with that, I have matters to attend to and must be off. Farewell.
Until next time, Hubert. So when can I expect you to have reeled in our mercenary friend?
Oh geez, here we go.
I suspect we'd make headway on the research if we engaged in it together.
I'm afraid I've not the time to play along with your capricious whims, Linhardt. I will, of course, be cheering you on with some enthusiasm from the shadows, as you hook the subject yourself.
Could you say that any creepier? Oh man. Okay, that was a cool interaction. I like that. Now what do you have to say to Caspar?
Lord Hubert, we've located what appears to be an enemy scouting party in the forest near our base.
This is certainly a matter of concern. We will need to make immediate preparations to...
But the one who located them was... Caspar.
Oh no, he's already on the attack.
Ah, I see. Then what of our casualties? Also, did we manage to capture any of the enemy?
We've 3 lightly wounded, including Caspar. And I fear none were taken alive.
I suppose such things are wont to occur when charging headlong into the fray.
Pretty
Hey,
much.
Hubert, did you hear how I cleared out a few enemy spies?
I did indeed. And on top of getting several people injured, you failed to capture any of said spies. Had you first called for reinforcements before leaping into action, that could have been avoided.
And what if they'd gotten away while we waited? Also, didn't you say it was fine when my old man did the same thing before?
Yeah, but he's Count Bergliez. You can't exactly say no to him.
Reinforcements would be nothing but a hindrance to Count Bergliez. If he could not handle something himself, additional soldiers would do nothing more.
I don't know. We aren't going on a rescue mission specifically for him.
Besides, he would not have suffered even the slightest injury in the process.
Hey, I'm barely scratched. Ah, forget it. I'll win your respect next time for sure.
Why do you ever insist on hurling yourself into danger at every opportunity?
Because he's Caspar.
Clearly some of the reason lies in your desire for military accolades, and yet, let us take this most recent incident for example. Had you summoned reinforcements, you would likely have received more plaudits for it. The capture of an enemy spy would have been a nice feather in your cap, as would coming home with fewer injured comrades.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. All I can say is that my gut told me to attack and I listened. And it wasn't a terrible result, so what's the problem?
The problem is whether or not your gut continues to avail you. If this instinct of yours is wrong even a single time, you will find a mound of dirt over your head.
I don't think Caspar's thinking that far ahead, though.
Don't talk like that, Hubert. I might be aggressive, but I'm not angling to end up dead.
Your untimely demise would make trouble for me as well. Why, just think of the critical military manpower I would be sacrificing. Yet, at the same time, you and your gut mucking up carefully laid plans is cause for no less chagrin.
Ah, you think too much, you know that?
And you don't think at all.
I mean, if you want to make a name for yourself on the battlefield, you kinda have to accept the risk of death. I made the choice to distinguish myself in war in spite of that. But hey, you know what? If you think I'm gonna kick the bucket, go ahead and work that into your plans.
Oh boy.
Look, I know I'm your critical military manpower or whatever it was you said, but sometimes you've gotta win whether you have that manpower or not. Like I said, I'm not aiming to get myself killed. but I also know there are no guarantees in battle.
That doesn't mean you have to be flippant with it.
Anyway, I figure that's gotta be the best way to make sure I don't end up being a burden for you. Oh, it's time for training. Gotta run, Hubert.
Placing your fate into my hands, are you?
Oh no, I don't like that tone.
They say it is a fine line that separates the saint from the buffoon. How right they are.
Oh boy. You're lucky you're a playable character, Caspar, unless you're the one that ends up dead if I kill Gerald. Oh boy. What do you two have to talk about?
Ah, Petra. Fancy running into you here. How are you acclimating to life in Her Majesty's army? We are constantly traveling all across Fodlan, so I'm sure there is a lot to adjust to.
I find myself being cold often, but the others have shown great kindness in telling me what to expect. I have no troubles.
Marvelous. I want nothing more than for you to fit in and feel comfortable. Know that there is a permanent place for you in this army, if you so desire.
No. I will be returning to Brigid when the war is finished.
What are you angling for, Hubert?
I am going to be queen. That day is approaching with quickness.
Yes, I am very much aware. And upon your coronation, Brigid will be released from its vassalage to the Empire. Her Majesty and your grandfather have agreed to this in secret.
For having consideration of Brigid's interests, I give Lady Edelgard and Duke Gert my gratitude.
As I understand it, the Minister of Foreign Affairs pursued this particular policy most vigorously.
What, you mean Count Hevering? Oh wait, no, he's not foreign affairs, he's domestic. Huh. I wonder why. Well, Duke Gareth, I assume, would be the one then, so I wonder why he'd pursue it.
He has met with far more success, now that Lord Arundel is no longer around to impede him. I might even go so far as to say the Duke looks like a new man.
A new man? No, he is still being the same man.
Oh, well, yes. I suppose you have me there.
That's a rare face to see from Hubert.
Regardless, I do hope that you can forgive us. Though we would very much like to make our agreement with Brigid public, doing so now would be most unwise.
I have understanding. The war of 7 years ago still has freshness in the minds of many.
Wait, it was only 7 years ago? Really?
You do not want to give them cause for anger when this war has not reached its finish yet.
I'm glad you appreciate the situation, as I was certain you would.
But all in Brigid have knowledge of our agreement. Every man, woman, and child. If it is broken, they will have knowledge of that as well. Blood would be spilling.
Petra? Was that a threat?
Was that a threat?
Not a threat. A concern. I know I can place trust in the word of the Empire. The Emperor would never be breaking a promise. Would she, Hubert?
Oh, that tone of voice. I did not take you for someone who would act like that. Huh, I'm seeing a new side of you. Hubert's impressed too, I like it.
I beg your pardon, Queen Petra. Clearly I failed to realize that you had already ascended the throne. Rest assured, our promise will be kept. If Her Majesty and yourself are any example, the Empire and Brigid will support each other and walk into the future side by side.
And I have certainty that you will be there, witnessing it.
Okay. That was a cool conversation. I'm very eager to see what the A support looks like then. Alright, slowly making our way through these. I'm not gonna get ambushed with more insanity from you, Ferdinand, am I?
Is something wrong, Ferdinand? You're staring quite intently at those plants while you water them.
Wait, this isn't your two supports. What's this?
I was merely reflecting on something I saw long ago in Enbar.
Oh? What would that be?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh. We're having... This is how you're presenting that information. Okay, go for it.
In truth, it is nothing noteworthy. Back when I was a child, I saw a water nymph dancing and singing in a fountain along the main street. She was radiant, brilliant in the dewy light of the sun. But as an immature young lad, I grew embarrassed and ran away.
You're keeping the voice volume really low. I should turn down the music a little.
Wait
Wait a minute. That sounds familiar.
Wait, you're here too?
And you're sure of what you saw? A water nymph?
Absolutely. Her song resonated within me. It was a bucolic tune sung by common folk around the capital. As I recall, she had not been wearing so much as a scrap of clothing. Anyway, once I finally mustered up the courage to return, the nymph had vanished.
Such a tale hardly seems possible.
What? That's the reason Ferdy ran away that day? No way. I've been wrong about him this whole time? I mean, considering how I must have looked in that fountain... Oh no.
Oh, no indeed.
I can't even begin to face him right now. I have to go back.
Is that Dorothea? I wonder what she's doing over there.
He's seen me. All right, Dorothea, just be calm. It's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine.
No, it's not.
Why, if it isn't Ferdy and 80. What a coincidence to bump into the two of you here.
Actually, what are you wandering plants for anyway?
Dorothea, your face is red.
Yes, indeed it is. Do you have a fever?
Really? I feel fine, but... Well, I was just coming to check on things, but since it all checks out, I'll be going. Bye.
You're not convincing.
Wait, you could suddenly take a turn for the worse. So, I will escort you back.
No, I'm fine. I'm not going far.
It's still too far to travel alone. If something were to happen to you, it would already be too late. Come now, take my arm. Or if it please you, I could carry you there.
Oh no, Dorothea's not gonna be able to contain herself. Here we go.
Enough! I am perfectly fine, so just mind your own business and stay away from me.
Oh, I didn't actually, no, that is in character.
No one appreciates obstinance, Ferdinand.
Apologies. Although, given the intensity of her rebuff, I worry she may not have liked me to begin with. Have I committed some grave wrong against her? What should I do?
There's nothing you can do in this case. You're not a mind reader, so... There's not much you really can do on this one, buddy. Oh, this ought to be hilarious. This one went so well last time.
Hey, Bernadetta. I'm sorry about before.
Are you, though?
No, I'm the one who should be sorry. Forgive me.
Huh? No, I'm the one who wants you to forgive me. Did you hear me apologize just now?
If I forgive you, will you forgive me? Then I forgive you. Please just let me live in peace.
After what happened, I went to Edelgard and asked her what I should do. She told me not to do anything and just to apologize. So I'm gonna figure out something I can get for you to make this right.
No, I don't need anything! Oh, rats, he's gone. I have a bad feeling about this.
You should. They're still playing the...
Bernadetta, I got you all your favorite foods.
They're still playing the whimsical music. A lot's gonna happen before Bernie just says, leave me alone forever.
Thank you? But, I think there's enough food here for 10 people, so...
Food is a foundation for building your body. If you train 3 times harder, you gotta eat 3 times as much. I mean, that's just science. And don't worry, if you can't eat it all, I'm happy to scarf down the rest.
Okay, so I can't actually train 3 times harder. And even if I did, I sure couldn't eat 3 times as much.
And then another
I
instance.
took the bow you use for training and replaced it with an extra strong one. Oh, and don't worry, I won't interfere with your training. I learned my lesson last time.
Yeah, but it's gonna be harder to draw back now.
Wow, this does look strong. Let's just...
Now you need better draw strength that you don't have right now.
Oh, come on! I can't even pull the bowstring back! How am I supposed to train with this thing?
Magic.
Caspar?
Hey there, Bernadetta. What's up?
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about all the stuff you're doing to apologize.
Oh yeah? Say, how's that training coming?
Lousy! So please, stop apologizing already!
What? But I softened up the training so it was way less than what I'd do myself.
You're missing the point, buddy.
Softer? What What kind of training do you even do?
Do you want to know?
Well, for starters, I go 15 times harder than everyone else here.
Tell that to Shez.
But of course, I don't have 15 times as many hours in my day, so instead I do 3 times the amount, 5 times as fast. As for food, I generally need to wolf down about 6 times as much as everyone else because of how hungry all my training makes me.
Oh, that's why you're still a stick?
Okay, you're not human.
Oh, and when I train with a bow, I use one with a string pulled 5 times as taut as normal.
That's not how you get a string. That's not how you make a bow stronger. It's a matter of it's a matter of how the bow is created itself. The string is not the most important part in making in draw strength. What? Huh?
Oh, right, I get it. Your training is ridiculous.
You think it's ridiculous? But my father came up with it, and he's the Minister of Military Affairs.
He's also Count Bergliez. Have you seen him?
Well, if he's the standard you're aspiring to, then no wonder that's how it is.
Huh. You know, I never considered that my father got so strong because of how unusual his training regimen is.
You think?
I mean, I don't know about all that, but your routine is definitely not normal.
But I've been doing it since I was a kid.
Yeah, that explains a lot. Hey, good luck with that!
Oh, great, you're not even gonna... Okay, that was another case where it seemed like it just ended out of nowhere. Come on, I thought you would... Add that to the list of ones that just end out of nowhere. Great! Just when I think we had gotten past that. Legend says they're forever sorry. If only, chat. I'm pretty sure Bernie was done being sorry by that point.
Which battlefield are you heading
Alright, so before we actually get to the main battle, we've got a couple paralogs to see to. I don't know if these will eventually expire. So... let's see... Alright, let's see what kind of nonsense we get up to.
Oh, I love days like today when there's hardly anyone around.
Which is why you're getting roped into things.
Hello, Bernadetta. Do you have a minute? What? I wasn't doing anything, I swear.
That's the problem.
I'll take that as a yes. Listen, there's a small matter that needs a bit of handling, so I'm gathering up anyone who's available, which, as of right now, is just the 3 of us. Okay, well, I'm not much good at dealing with things, and certainly not with, you know, matters.
Yeah, we're going after bandits that are holed up in a cave, which means ranged combat will be useless. Bernadetta's just gonna slow us down.
Bandits? Hey, and wait! I'm not going to slow anyone down! Don't be rude!
The support points went up, though. You're secretly thinking it.
I can fight when I want to, so maybe I want to today.
Oh, you fool.
Just trying to give you an out. But hey, if you want to come bandit caving with us, fine by me.
Well, yeah, you know what? Maybe I should just sit this one out. Isn't there someone else you can ask? This is my day off. It's Bernie Day.
That's not a real thing.
Actually, nearly everyone else is off seeing to one task or another at the moment. Oh, I guess that's why it's so nice and quiet around here today.
Enough! If we don't make haste, the enemy will realize we are coming and flee their location.
Oh hey, Duke Gareth.
Who are you? That's Duke Garrett, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. I assume this is your first time meeting.
This may very well be, but I have quite often worked alongside your mother.
Really? I guess I should be thanking you for keeping her safe then.
Ah, not so. In fact, it is very much I who am indebted to her and her considerable talents.
Come to think of it, we never heard of your mother in 3 Houses. What's she like?
Alright, I think that's enough introductions for now. We need to get this show on the road, remember?
Quite right. Bernadetta, let me get you up to speed. 2 years ago, I was attempting to recover the lost fetters of Dromi.
Wait, that hero's relic?
A suspicious personage, seemingly having learned of my efforts, managed to infiltrate my inner circle. They were likely working for Lord Arundel.
Wait a minute.
In a related note, someone attached themselves to my father, Baron Ox, during the time I went missing.
Wait a minute, that's the hero's relic associated with the crest of Oban. Wait, oh, that's what the story they're going with. Okay, cool. Let's see how it plays out.
My investigation into that person led me to Duke Garrett's inner circle.
Point being, these suspicious actors all appear to lead back to a single group.
And those are the cave people? Indeed. After many fruitless attempts, we finally managed to track them down. We must strike before they have a chance to relocate.
And Edelgard and Hubert and the rest of them really aren't around? It's just me?
Just you.
Looks like Bernie Day will have to wait.
Yes, it will.
It's bad luck we ended up getting the report today. Sorry, Bernadetta.
Well, I'll just have to take it out on the enemy.
At least you can be positive in that respect.
Let's go. And remember, time is of the essence. We will strike a mighty blow against any who would threaten our empire and Her Majesty.
And as I fear I'm not much of a fighter, I will be depending greatly on you all. Good luck.
No pressure on us. Alrighty. So, let's make sure that we've got the good stuff in play. Probably don't need a strength ring, although I suppose I could give you the really good strength ring. Actually, wait, no, oh yeah, here's the really good strength ring. Shez just has the other one. Oh yeah, I was right. The fetters of Dromi are associated with Yuri. I had a feeling. Let's see. Actually, speed. Yeah, let's go with speed. Now, what are we up against? So, pretty much everything in sight, huh? Let's have you lean more into your specialty, actually. Let's have everyone lean more into their specialty, actually. And then you need a tome. Where's the closest one? That'll work. Now let's make sure you've got the good stuff now that you can take the good stuff. Let's see, you have the Crest of Macul. Ooh, that means you can get something special from that, although I haven't bolstered it at all. Boosts all healing effects if the wielder bears the matching crest. You're not much of a healer, though. We'll see how it plays out. For now. Let's see. We'll give you speed. So what have you got for magic right now? Ooh, you can learn Meteor? Go with that. That should work. What about you, Bernie? I should probably mess with your combat arts a little bit. Reduce enemy strength, huh? Let's try this out. Let's see, we don't need Drill Shot right now. Spiral Shot's probably unnecessary, and that's not really useful. We'll see what Flame Volley looks like. I haven't had a good opportunity to check out your good stuff. Is there anything else I can give you? You know what? Astra's useful. Alright, let's get in there.
Is this truly the place? Was a blissful old world like the hideout of common brigands?
I think that's the idea. So first, we'll need to eliminate the bandits outside.
That's a lot of strongholds to take on.
It's Bernie's time to shine. Sure hope this goes okay.
I will gladly handle this.
So we'll send you two ahead to handle those.
Look at how scary they all are.
Come now, Bernadetta. They're no match for you. You really think so?
Of course it misses.
In that case, I guess I can give it a shot.
One down.
Not a problem.
Alright, how we looking? Alright. Go ahead and slash at these guys to make a little bit of progress with this.
Please let us take this place down. I have somewhere to hide.
We're playing.
Not a problem.
Alright, since that Bernie reached her destination... Whoops, that's not Bernie. I'll go ahead and do what damage you can, I guess.
I will gladly handle this.
This stronghold will fall.
Alright, one of the best bows in the game. This should serve nicely. Okay.
I'm not afraid of you.
Bring this
Alrighty.
stronghold down efficiently.
That worked nicely.
It's Bernie's time to shine.
This is going way too well.
I have this. By the by, Deepbeard, since when are you in the business of searching for lost relics?
Ah, you hadn't heard. I do so under direct orders from Her Majesty. We needed the body bishop to ply the Archbishop when we negotiated the reformation of the Southern Church.
Oh. Interesting.
Please let us take this place down. I need somewhere to hide.
I guess that would be a good bargaining chip now that I think of it. Wouldn't have thought to go for relic hunting, though. Wonder why that would be entrusted to the Minister of Foreign Affairs when you think hiring somebody for that sort of work would make more sense.
I will gladly handle this. Order.
Take a breather.
They're
Not a
here.
problem.
What's that mean?
Already?
Oh boy. Actually, what kind of enemy? Actually, who will be efficient in taking that out?
Not a problem.
Tell me, how is Baron? All the commotion. I've not seen him in some time.
Doing well, thank you. He's slowly becoming more accustomed to his standing as Baron, despite never wanting it in the first place.
It's Bernie's time to shine.
Never wanting it. I feel like there's a story associated with that.
My turn.
Hey, you! Ah, crap, only caught one in that. Pay attention to me. Okay, you know what? Easy way to make you pay attention to me. Nice. And then I just need to rush this area. Nice. I don't know about Astra being the most useful, but it sure is flashy. How are we looking? Oh, doing quite well. Nice. While we wait, we may as well go beat up on a few more brigands.
Into the caves, everyone.
Search the caves? Alright.
I will gladly handle this. Let's march.
It's Bernie's time to shine.
Luckily, we've got... Oop. Luckily, Bernie is on horseback, so it should be easy for her to investigate pretty effectively. And then, wham.
Not a problem. Move.
We're under attack. How did they find us?
Sounds like you're onto us. We had best get ready for a tough fight.
Defeat 300 enemies, huh? Doesn't seem like they particularly care which enemies so long as they are enemies.
Sure hope this goes okay.
Not a problem. I've got this.
That should suffice.
I will I'm ready. Let us bring this stronghold down efficiently.
Alright.
Please let us take this place down. I need somewhere to hide.
Jeez. That's a lot of appearance as indicators. We're gonna be here a while.
This stronghold will fall.
Nice. Alright, that should do well for you. And bam.
I will gladly handle this.
Oh dear, that's a lot of enemies.
Take a breather.
I almost feel bad for them. These people are just trying to hide away from the world. And here we come barging in.
Not a problem.
Yeah, they also did horrible things, so let's not think about that.
Okay, never mind. Let's get him. I'm not afraid of you.
This stronghold will fall.
How many reinforcements are you gonna send? Good lord. How are we looking? Oh, yeah. We have no issue. We're not gonna have any issue S ranking this one. I need to keep an eye on Monica's health, though. Monica and Bernie don't have a lot of defense. Maybe I should have given them the Hex Lock and Aurora Shield. Although I suppose we'll find out before too long.
If that is all of them, we can take our leave.
It's not all of them. Now, who might this be?
Or not. This group appears to be stronger than before. Feel your guards.
As expected. Alright, who do we send after him? Magic. Ah, crap, and it's magic that's effective against cavalry. Great. Okay, Shez. Let's not mince words on these guys. Oh, shit! Alright, set this, so when he comes into range, he gets frozen. Now start here hurting.
Skirmishes.
It's Bernie's time to shine.
With no rest. My turn. I need somebody to catch my breath.
What about that cave over there? Looks like a nice little hideaway to me.
Oh no. Is Duke Garrett about to get himself into trouble?
I will gladly handle this.
Where is he? There he is. Go after him. Alright, that takes care of one problem.
Still improving.
How are we looking? Oh yeah, we're doing fine.
Everybody's really proud of you.
As expected. Alright, let's see if dismounting will deal with the weakness. Oh wow, kicked him all the way back here? That's useful. There we go. Feels weird using an archer on the ground.
Let us join forces.
Get out.
I think this is gonna work.
Kaboom.
Their numbers appear to be falling.
Just like the beasts they are.
Oh crap, Myson's here? Oh boy.
Take a breather.
Hold fast and fight to the bitter end. Bernie's gonna take you all on.
That woman has both spirit and a strong will. She's nothing at all like what I'd heard.
You know what? Oh geez, that's a lot of damage. All of a sudden. Take them all on. How are we looking as far as time is concerned? Alright, let's take it to the end. Luckily, the awakening mode lasts for quite a while now, given everything that's going on. Alright. Need to get there, and then we rip and tear until it is done.
Whatever you're planning, I'm gonna stop.
Might you be?
Yes, I am! Now die! Man, you're tougher than you look. Actually, at this point, it might make sense to just willingly go out of awakening mode.
You ruined everything. I'm going to make you pay with your life.
It's Bernie's time to shine.
I guess I gotta burn this before I can assign adjutants, huh? Alright. Then we'll just hit the I win button until we win.
I can help. You got my back? Secret strategy, go!
Secret strategy?
I'm gonna follow your lead. I've got you now.
Looks like head-on was the wrong approach.
Yes, it was. Do it again.
I'm gonna follow your lead.
Oh yeah, we're fine.
I've got you now.
You hound my every step. But no, I will not fall. Not here.
What would I do without the I win button? Win anyway.
No, he escaped. Well, it's still a partial success, I suppose.
Yeah.
He's certainly proving to be a troublesome foe. I will have to inform Her Majesty.
Are we allowed to kill anyone in this game? Alrighty.
I won't let this stand in the way of my love.
Oh, jeez.
I won't let myself stop here.
Monica the simp, as per usual. Devil X. Alright then. There we go.
We should all feel good about getting through that last battle with our heads still on our shoulders.
Thanks mostly to the two of you.
Yes, you set my mind at ease regarding our future prospects. And I've come out of it with a fine story for Lady Varley.
Oh, you did?
Yes, she's been quite worried about you. But now I can tell her you're getting along wonderfully.
Thank you?
This is raising a lot of questions for Bernie. What is your relationship with your mother anyway?
And with that, I must take my leave.
Of all the Imperial nobles I've met, that guy seems like one of the most decent and normal. The kind of man you can trust.
Yes, what you see is what you get with the good Duke. He's a truly honest soul.
Then how has he been able to get anything done?
He tries to keep himself safe and sound, of course, but that's no different than any other noble.
He also seemed pretty worried about Bernadetta.
So hey, are these caves great or what? All that cold, crisp air just settles right in here. It would be a great place to curl up and hide.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh boy.
Come on, you know. The mountain air, the clean type. It all settles down in the caves. I like that.
Hey, whatever you say.
Such caves are often lairs for monsters as well.
Oh no. What are you trying to do, Monica? What are you trying to do?
Oh, and bandits, obviously. When it comes to curling up, I think this would be more dangerous than cozy.
Unless you become the monster.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. It might be too dangerous to hang out here all alone.
Plus, if heavy rains have been eroding the bedrock, a bad enough storm could collapse the entire system. All that to say, I think you're safer staying in a room with 4 man-made walls.
Fine! I won't hide in caves anymore! Are you happy?
Yes.
Anymore? But you're always just locked up in your room.
I'm not! We see each other all the time! Would a locked-up person do that?
Under very selective circumstances, maybe.
We really don't see each other much. When was the last time before today?
Oh, don't tease me!
Sorry, that came out wrong.
Apology accepted. But you better watch it.
Watch what?
Well, I think we're done here. Let's head back.
Didn't go into as much intrigue as I might have hoped, but still, straightforward combat. Nothing too concerning there. So we'll go ahead and do the usual rigmarole for camp stuff, and then we'll go ahead and jump into the next one. Hopefully those Varley archers will serve us well.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Grab these.
Everything has its use.
So we're taking Manuela and Dorothea into the next one, right? Let's stop by the training field and make sure that they're good to go.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Is Manuela's level right now? Oh yeah, definitely bulk her up a little.
Strength and beauty. What a pair.
Yeah. You keep thinking that.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Okay.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Okay, select Paralog. Alright. Wait, Middle Frank Opera Company is still operating? Let's see what this entails.
We love you, Manuela!
Did you see that? Dorothea looked right at me.
Of course, that's your concern.
That crowd was amazing. I thought they were going to faint on the spot the moment you appeared. Pretty impressive reaction, considering how long it's been since you quit the stage.
Don't sell yourself short, Dorothea. Those people were cheering full throat for you as well. That's also a fine reaction, considering you left the songstress life behind nearly 2 years ago. But time passes quickly, and let me tell you, it has certainly done a number on me.
I mean, look at how your hair's spazzing out right now. What the heck is that? Were they trying to simulate the wind and it just went overboard?
Oh, stop it. Time hasn't diminished your beauty nor your voice.
Well, you're very sweet to say so. But we both know I'm getting by with smoke, mirrors, and the skin of my teeth. I'm no longer fit to command the stage. At best, I can serve as a bodyguard to our successors in the Mittelfrank Opera Company, as they look to entertain our troops.
Yes, well, all kidding aside, we both know it was the current songstress, Adrienne, who received the loudest cheers from the crowd.
I'm gonna be rude.
Hey, so not to bring down the mood, but what am I doing here? I don't know the first thing about opera, and I'm sure you had plenty of people clamoring to keep all of you safe on this little excursion. So why me? We've already been over this, Dorothea. You and I both know this kind of thing isn't my cup of tea.
I wonder if that answer would have been different if I hadn't done their support. Or maybe this only unlocked because of that support?
Actually, your unfamiliarity is the reason we chose you to accompany us. If we brought along a bunch of star-struck fans to serve as escorts, it would end in disaster.
You mean they'd be too focused on the performance and not on, well, bodyguarding?
Sadly, we've learned from experience that people will use any excuse to get close to our singers. Sometimes they even convince themselves that we've reciprocated their feelings, when we've clearly done nothing of the sort. Alas, we've all had to get quite good at close-quarter combat as a result.
The opera company was where I learned my dagger skills, though I admit it's hardly the most appropriate weapon for a battlefield.
Wait, you know how to use daggers? I have questions.
Sounds intense.
Indeed. Behind the glitz and glamour of the stage swirl all manner of dark desires.
But when it works, everyone comes together to beat back the darkness and create something magical. Like most everything else, you just have to take the good with the bad.
This kind of talk really takes me back.
Forgive our intrusion, my lady, but we're ready to begin moving again. We should reach the next town in a little over... What's all that racket?
What is all that racket?
Sounds like we're up.
Don't let them harm any members of the company.
So what are we protecting them from? So we've got, presumably, the shining star in the center there. Make sure to give out the best stuff. There we go. I'm gonna need to get more good books. Preferably ones that don't require a crest. Either that or I need to actually go for the crest items that'll let us properly take advantage of them. Alright, you can keep the agile text ring. Again, let's lean into what everybody's good at. I mean, that's for monsters, so I don't need to worry about that one. And then, since you've got more experience, I suppose I can also give you another one as well. Yeah, just take what she had. Alright, so Dorothea will have an easier time given the circumstances, so I'll probably just throw Manuela behind Shez just to make things easy. Or I could throw her behind Dorothea. Yeah, throwing her behind Dorothea makes the most sense. Oh, and Cat just jumped up onto the computer. You want back out, buddy? Be right back, I'm gonna see what he wants. Alright, cats are out in the boot. I've got the opportunity to just sit here and keep going. Nice. Okay. Let's get in there.
We must prepare to be amazed. I'm protect the opera company. Make this a performance to remember.
So which direction is she going?
Kidnappers? Thieves? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll send them packing no matter who they are.
Okay, where should I send
Leave this
Dorothea?
one to me.
Okay, they're funneling us that direction, so I guess I'll have Dorothea just focus on guarding. Shez can rip and tear in the meantime.
And fancy folk always got valuable value. Now drop what you've got.
Yeah, good luck.
We better take these guys out quick.
Alright, good, they're gunning for me, not her. These guys do not have a lot of magic resist, do they? Lucky me. Alright, that knocks those two out. And then Astra should knock this guy out the rest. Well, not quite the rest of the way. Maybe I should have kept Blizzard. And there you go. With Shez being grossly over leveled, makes short work of pretty much anything. In the meantime, I can keep racking up pretty much everything as far as classics. Well, as far as kill count is concerned. Oh yeah, we're doing great. What kind of thief is on her this time? Alright, Dorothea's up.
Not a problem.
Ain't that Manuela? The one that calls a divine songstress!
Oh, look, they know me. And what's more, they clearly love me.
No pressure. Unfortunately for them, Dorothea knows Meteor.
They got me.
So where's she going?
Hold it right there. We're gonna avenge our fallen with your blood.
So that's supposed to mean.
Not a problem.
Alright, you go on guard duty.
I can do this.
And you go on guard duty too, apparently.
Take a breather.
You. How many enemies are there? Well, either way, I win button. Then, as they approach, they get clawed by this. Who needs magic when you've got a sword?
Here goes.
That should do some damage. Oh, nice! Thank you, Manuela. That should allow us to knock this archer out easily enough.
Not a problem.
Alright, you get ahead and clear out the next stronghold. Unless she's gonna get held up by...
Not a problem.
Yeah, you go on guard duty. Alright, this should suffice. And down you go. Yeah, no.
Time for the diva duet.
We'll charm them into submission.
This is on you.
Alright, that made short work of...
Is that Dorothea? She was always my favorite songstress.
What was that voice crack? What the hell?
I didn't know you might do that. Perhaps I can talk some sense into them.
Oh, hello there. I take it you are familiar with the Mittelfrank Opera Company, yes? If so, might you be so good as to let us pass?
Of course you can pass. I'd do anything for you.
Ah, great. Hooray to witless simps, apparently.
Turned even these hardened bandits to jelly.
Oh shoot, she moved on. You guys have fun, I need to catch up.
But you ain't getting through here.
Well, at least they're all focused on Shez, and I've got combat arts for days, so this should be absolutely zero problem. Wham! I got clawed by a cat? That's dramatic. It's been a while since one of the cats I've lived with has done anything to me. Don't complain, let the Sims do their work. No, I will complain.
The next town is so close. One more push, everyone. We must make it through.
It's not over.
There we go. Why do we get the feeling that something bad's about to happen?
Not a problem. I'll take over.
It's not over.
Leave this one to me.
Well, I guess you can run up ahead too.
My turn.
How we looking? Oh, we're doing fine.
We should be safe now. Singers, go on ahead.
Alright, good. Now I'm assuming we get to go back through and murder every last one of them.
They're getting away. Oh, you screwed this up for us good.
Reinforcements, huh?
Still more of them, huh? Guess wiping them out's our only choice.
Oh, we gotta go after every last one of them then, huh?
How long can this go on? And how many of these boars are there anyway?
Yes.
Have no fear, my dear Manuela. I have come to rescue.
Wait, Hannibal, what are you doing here?
Not a problem. I'll take over.
Hanneman, you came for me. Oh dear. Am I actually into this?
Really?
It's Manuela and Dorothea in the flesh. Somebody stop me, because I gotta be dreaming. You're so beautiful, Dorothea.
It's Manuela.
How many of these guys am I gonna run into?
Take a breath.
Alright, how we doing?
I was a huge fan when I used to live in the capital. Please, let me come with you.
Named the biggest simp ever? Apparently everyone in this game. What the hell?
This reminds me of the battle scenes from our operas. You always were a natural at stage combat, Milani.
You were no slouch either, Dorothea. Your swashbuckling lit up the proscenium. I've often wondered if others like you never learn of their talents and fall instead into the bandit life.
Yes, I suppose it's lucky I turned out this way, instead of as a common thief lurking by the side of some dusty highway.
Not a problem.
Yeah, probably. All the same,
I've got
the
this.
simps must die.
Leave this one to me.
Alright, so you can move the fastest, so we'll stay with you for
Than
now.
defending, but I still find this whole affair to be very annoying.
Yeah, I'd find it annoying too. All simps must die. Also, why isn't Hanneman playable? It wasn't the first game. Yeah, well, what do I know? And jump. See how Manuela plays. Alright, she doesn't have the good stuff right now, does she? Oh? Huh. I don't think I've actually used her in combat now that I think of it. That's unique. It looks like Nosferatu's too short range for my liking. So what's the button do? Whoa! That's useful. There we go.
Oh, Manuela, I'll follow you anywhere.
Well then.
I wasn't actually fishing, but I still like what we caught. It's good to know the people still really love us.
Especially bandits, apparently. Not quite sure how to feel about that.
Neither do I. So Fodlan is just a... So... Is the Empire just a land of witless simps then? Because first Monica... and her entire existence...
I won't let myself stop here.
And now all these guys.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, Agnia's arrow, that's a useful one. There we are. Down they go.
I hope everyone from the opera company made it safely to town. We had bandits popping out from every which way, didn't we, Manuela?
Indeed. But those rogues were no match for our combined charms.
You even managed to woo some of them to our side. I'm impressed. I could never do that.
Still, why were there so many bandits camped this close to a town? Is it because of the war?
In a sense.
Care to explain that?
Of course. You see, towns within the Empire have begun tightening their security for fear of the enemy. And in regions near the front line, such as this one here, there are naturally more soldiers about. That leaves the bandits with no place to go.
Sounds like they should just abandon the brigand's life and become mercenaries instead.
Easier said than done. Take the bandits we just fought. It's not as if they have a chain of command or central organization. They are clearly a group that came together out of common interest and survival, not any manner of grand military ambition.
Guess that explains why they fought the way they did. All swagger and no plan.
In any case, I came the moment I heard about bandit activity in the area. I hypothesized the opera company might be targeted, and so rushed to your aid.
Well done, Hanneman. That's a more clever course of action than I expected from you.
Oh, that's gonna get a response.
You could have ended that before the second part.
Oh, don't be upset. In fact, you should be pleased I feel comfortable enough with you to speak my mind.
It's nice how you two can be so honest with each other.
Do you think so? Well, that's certainly a more pleasant way to view things.
That's exactly how I try to look at it. At least until a certain someone comes along and screws it up.
So we don't have the support between you two, but we do still have chances for you to bicker. Great.
All right, knock it off, you two.
No.
If you insist on indulging in these sparring sessions, at least have the courtesy to let the rest of us leave the area first.
No, let us watch. I'll bring popcorn.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, let's leave him to it.
No, wait! I apologize. Just please don't leave me alone with this woman.
I'm also sorry. Let's just forget this ever happened and head back as one big happy family. All right?
Is this really one big happy family, though? Is it, though? Oh boy. Alright, that should be pretty much everything. Let's see, I'm pretty sure there's nothing I need to worry about before jumping back to town. Alright then. It's about unexplored survey spots remain. What did I miss?
That's so.
Oh, apparently I forgot to grab that while I had a chance. Either way, about time we get to the actual thing that we titled the stream. It's about freaking time I actually did what the stream title says and get myself into a freaking war.
I knew Count Bergliez was formidable, but I clearly did not give the man enough credit. I thought for certain he would have fallen by now, and yet here we are.
If we're handing out credit, Claude deserves some as well. Maintaining a siege for this long takes its own toll on morale. Yet his troops remain disciplined, well-positioned, and ready to engage us.
One advantage to a siege is mobility. They can deploy soldiers up and down the line as needed to keep the upper hand. In other words, they are outfitted with many highly mobile units, which means they can respond quickly to enemy reinforcements as well.
If we rush in blindly and are driven back, it would likely break our allies' spirits for good. Not even Count Bergliez would be able to rally them again. Surrender would be the only option.
Why are they wavering now when we're so close? We're not looking to win the war today. We just have to break the siege.
We should attack their lines at multiple positions. We don't need to win the battle. We just need them to break formation long enough for the Count and his troops to get out of there.
Well, this is new. You are not often one to give voice to your opinions on tactics.
Matter of necessity if you guys are gonna keep fretting.
Still, you have struck the proverbial nail on the head. It is exactly how we must proceed.
Then it's decided. I look forward to your exploits on the battlefield. Today, we free our Imperial allies and reward their continued valor in the face of impossible odds.
Oh boy. Let's see if that actually holds though. Okay, so we've got them there. Holy crap, there's 3 people we can recruit with this one? Holy wow. Okay. Oh yeah, do that to buy us more time. You know what? That sounds more fun. I can always have somebody... Well, I can always put someone like Manuela on defense and give her a healing spell. Alright, let's see who we should bring along for this one.
I'm ready anytime.
Ignatz and Balthus, huh?
Oh yeah!
Actually, someone who can deal with... Actually, yeah, someone who can deal with the magic. That'll help. Alright, so we've got pretty much everything covered with our front men and women. Now we just gotta figure out the rest.
We have a duty to fulfill.
That should suffice for that. What else could I... I need to work on... Yeah, we'll just bring Yuritsa in for fun. Alright, so on that note, let's go ahead and swap Nosferatu out for heal, just in case you need to run up and help the Bergliez generals out. We'll leave you as a free agent then. So let's see. We'll throw Ferdinand behind Dorothea, Ignatz behind Balthus, and Yuritsa behind Shez. Edelgard and Manuela can go separately for now. Alright, let's get him.
Starting the mission.
Excuse me, Edelgard, I need to assign stuff.
Let us face our foe. I think this will go well. I'll lend you a hand.
Prepare to... Bergliez controls the stronghold in the center of the plain, but the enemy has him completely cut off from aid. Our goal is to break the siege so he and his troops can evacuate safely.
Too much for securing a surrender before reinforcements arrive. Well, you all know what to do. Engage the enemies.
Alright, so those are our 2 targets, huh?
I'm on it. No
Alright, Balthus is already gonna get to be useful.
Here I go. No, they must.
There's no time for the delicate approach. Let's tear into him from all sides.
Direct stuff.
And there's Raphael already, huh? Oh boy, that's gonna make things fun.
I'm itching to show what my muscles can do. Now, who wants to be first?
There can be no victory this day if we do not rescue both Bergliez and his troops.
Oh crap, Marianne's in this direction? Well, this is gonna be fun.
I stand with my friends and will not permit you to pass.
Wait, that's Raphael. Don't kill him, please. Let me talk to him first.
Aren't negotiations with Margot Edmund still ongoing? Perhaps we can win Marianne over to our side.
You're done.
For a second, I thought I had taken out Marianne before I could initiate the strategy. That could have been bad.
I'm bringing it down.
Talks with Margrave Edmund will go much better if you surrender here. Will you not consider it?
You're right. My adoptive father would want me to lay down my arms. Not my life.
Let's finish this.
Actually, I wonder if Raphael would have anything to say if... Well, I guess we'll find out. You know what? I'm curious. I'm gonna send Ignatz to go after Raphael.
Thanks, pal. I'm on it. No, just leave it.
I think this.
I doubt Edelgard will be able to take down Raphael fast enough.
Take a breather. I'll take over.
But I suppose we'll find out real quick.
Her Majesty comes to rescue us. I know your spirits are weary, but rekindle them now with whatever spark of hope remains in your soul.
Now, charge and attack.
You don't have any comments for Ignatz? That's unexpected.
Come with me.
Well, if you're gonna be here, may as well be useful.
This is rough. My body's crying out for a break.
I just realized I probably should have given Ignatz a better weapon. Make that more effective.
I got this.
Time to wreck.
My turn.
Ow. Scum! Alright. Chez has an I win button, so we'll just do it this way to make things simple. How we looking?
You got my back?
All will perish.
We'll do it together. I got you now.
There we go. That cracks this way open.
You don't have to do this, Raphael. Think about Maya. She needs you, remember?
Hey, no fair. But, alright. I'm in. But only because it's you.
I wonder if I would have been able to recruit him if I had killed Ignatz. I'm not sure I want to know, honestly.
We have broken through. Continue pushing.
We must secure an exit for our allies. Taking down.
Oh, great, Hilda? Oh no, I didn't see a recruitment option, so... Please run, Hilda.
I really need to hold this line, so why don't you just leave and we'll call it a day.
I wish I could do that, but unfortunately not.
Will drive a wedge into their siege.
There are two strongholds. We must deploy our forces with cleverness to be taken over.
Okay, so what do we got here? Lysithia? Oh, okay.
I'm on it. Just leave it to me.
Prepare to be amazed. Go for it. Prepare to be amazed.
Actually, don't worry about healing, just assign as an adjutant.
Here with you.
Leave this one to me.
Look at this. Alrighty. Basically a who's who of the Golden Deer right now.
Here they come. But I came here to fight, and I won't back down.
Oh, so Adelia has already offered us their allegiance. Which means Lysithea is here of her own accord.
Smash that stronghold into rubble, mere trifle.
Alright, keep at it. I just realized.
You're from House Ordelia.
Well, don't expect me to hold back just because you do. I can't mess this up. Not when everyone's counting on me.
Unfortunately, you don't have much of a choice, Hilda.
Get out of there, Hilda. We can't lose you.
Yeah, alright. Sorry. Not bad. No, not bad at all.
Bergliez General nearly routed. Oh no.
Not a problem.
Just get in there.
Our allies are nearly within reach. Clear out the enemy soldiers in those strongholds.
Prepare to be amazed. Go.
Take a breather. I heard about what was done to you, Lysithea. And as one who understands that intimately, I ask you to join my cause.
You too. Yes, alright. I'll hear you out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, thus far the lines of reasoning all makes sense for the recruitments at least. I'll grant him that. Okay, now... Alright, now that we've done that, just need to start tearing him to shreds.
I'm on it. No charge.
Come on, lock on.
If they'll just be kind enough to let us escape this way.
The siege is coming apart at the seams. Deploy the reinforcements. Fill those gaps.
Oh boy. Now we got problems. We'll need the send Edelgard to deal with one of them.
No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
Leave this one to me.
Ooh, and Dorothea will have an easy time on this one too.
Prepare to be amazed.
Go. Trying to show out areas where we've thinned their ranks. Don't let that happen.
Ah, but it does my heart good to see you. Pray, take care of my troops.
Alright, that takes care of that. Let's switch over to Balthus and tear into one of them.
I'm bringing it down.
Luckily, fully upgraded Heroes Relic.
Whole affair would be very annoying.
Well, bam.
I'm on it. No charge.
You asked for it. Target their strongholds and crush their reinforcements.
Oh, great, Onager. Well, technically... Oh wait, I used the wrong term, they used the wrong term. Oh, good lord. Those aren't catapults, they're trebuchets. What are you doing, game?
Let's finish this.
Here I go. No mistakes.
Then after that's done, you can go run off and... Actually, no, that's a mage. It's a bad idea. Go up to that guy. Oh boy.
Get out of my way.
Time to wreck stuff.
Does the center still hold?
Death is coming.
Alright, get him, Balthus.
It's over.
Are you, though? Oh geez, you actually knocked me out of it. Unfortunately, eviscerate. Your argument is invalid.
Take a breather.
Here goes.
How are we looking? Huh. We've still got a ways to go. There we go.
Watch this.
They're wide open. Push through. You must reach Count Bergliez.
Prepare to be
Alright.
amazed.
Alright, they look like they're doing fine.
Go. Keep it together, Manuela.
Appreciate it.
There we go.
No charge.
My turn.
So, I don't want to panic anyone, but they're still hurling boulders at us.
I've got it, I've got it.
The siege is broken, men. Your courage and perseverance have been rewarded.
The way is open. Move as one and defend the Count and his soldiers as we go.
You think I'm just gonna let you slink out of here? Ha! I'm already 2 steps ahead.
Looks like we're up.
Oh crap, Geralt is here. Well, shit. That's a lot of mercenaries.
Oh no, look who's with them.
Yeah.
We won't put a dent in Gerald's company with the numbers he has. I vote we rush Claw's main position instead.
It would indeed catch him by surprise. But do we flank from the left?
I'll take over.
I'll take over.
Either way, let's choose a path and clear out anyone
Hmm.
Not a problem. I've got
enough to stand before us.
The Count's soldiers, we say, could be of great use if we place them under his command.
Ah, this is where they come into play. Cool.
Well, that was impolite. Maybe we can stop and rest for a few here?
Alright, rip this open.
Finally turn the tide. Time to wipe the smug grin off that Alliance kid's face.
So much for choosing which side to flank. It seems we must follow the Count's lead.
Actually, while I'm thinking about it, Dorothea, grab that while you're at it. Well, while you're down there.
Her Majesty has given us a chance to escape. Rush the enemy and smash the Alliance to splinters.
So which direction are they going? Ah,
I hope the Count isn't doing what I think he's doing. Everyone, stay with him.
wait, what is he doing?
You're going the wrong way.
Wait, what are they doing?
Still improving.
Amazing. As I've come to expect from you.
Well, I guess I'll just rip into who I can for now.
Bergliez goes the long way round. We smash through and make our own path.
Wait, what? What's about to... Oh my gosh, of course. A freaking course.
Is he nuts? That's not even a proper path. Is he just coming straight for us?
Yes, he is, Claude.
Makes no sense at all. Which is exactly why I think it may work.
This is so stupid. And in the meantime, I'll just keep ripping into people.
We'll do it together.
I wonder why Gerald couldn't come to the meeting at the Alliance headquarters then.
We're nearly clear of the battlefield. Just one more push. Oh no!
It won't do to have you slip our grasp now.
Oh no, it's the Ashen Demon. It's our Ashen boy. Oh crap, Manuela, get the hell out of there.
Amazed. Go for it. Prepare to be amazed.
I'm a demon. Clever of Claw to keep this little surprise for the moment it would matter most.
I'll handle the mercenary. The rest of you press on. Don't stop, no matter what.
How do we want to play
Here
this?
I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
I'm on it. No charge.
Leave this one to me.
This is gonna be tough.
Never get a better crack at the Alliance's leadership, Your Majesty. Hit them with all you have. Leave nothing on the battlefield.
Alrighty, here we go.
The battle's lost if they've made it this far, but maybe I can still take out an officer or two.
Count Bergliez is keep.
No pressure on us then. Let's see.
Being the active demon busy, which means now is our chance to strike.
Not a I've got
I guess I'll use Balthus to gather kill experience in the meantime.
We'll do it together. I've got you now.
You guys are attacking the main position. Well, that's not. Oh, I have to go help them. I'm on fire!
Oh crap, there's good reason to divert.
Avoiding us entirely and attacking the main position instead. Looks like someone over there has half a brain after all.
Ah, great. Gerald's advancing too? Okay, have Edelgard divert to deal with him.
Here I go. No mistakes.
The curtain falls.
Time to crush these chumps.
Bam.
It's over.
Yes, it is over.
So you're the one who's messing up all of my clever plans.
Hey, I just work here. You're gonna make a nice trophy for the Emperor.
Claude, can't you just play nice until I achieve what I set out to do?
Funny, I was gonna ask you that. But I'm guessing the answer's the same for both of us.
I'd rather be attacking than defending, but I still find this whole affair to be very annoying.
Actually, out of curiosity, how beat up is Bergliez? Alright, he can last for a while.
The curtain falls.
Time to crush these chumps. It's over.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work a little harder than that, Aloise. On, break it. Nice. Alright, I can probably leave you alone with him for a little bit. Let's try and make progress against Gerald then. Although you actually have an type advantage, well, weapon proficiency against Gerald, so hopefully that'll work out for us. Okay. Now we do the I win button. How we looking? Yeah, we're fine. For now, at least.
I know what to do. Get out of my way.
Alright. Ah, crap. He actually landed the strike. Okay, that's one down.
Well, this was fun.
Actually, we can have Edelgard reinforce this
Here
one.
I go. No mistakes. They
Barely even got to stall for time.
Your luck ran out when you ran into me.
spirit is admirable.
Alright, that was all I needed it for. Alright, now all out offensive.
Time to crush these chumps. It's over.
There we go.
I can stand this no longer. I'm falling back.
Alright, just a non-stop stream of magic to keep him off balance. That should work.
They've got me cornered. Better think fast.
Indeed you should. Oh geez, that was a lot of damage. Well, I'm not getting S-Rank anymore. Holy crap. What was that? Break? It did look like Break Shot. Or Fallen Star. Oh crap, I just realized. Count Bergliez is in trouble.
That's all I can take.
Prepare to be amazed. Go.
Let's see if our new mercenary friend is worth all that gold.
I must be getting old. Enough! I'm falling back.
Which just leaves the Ashen Demon. We're close to the finish. So let's take whatever time we need and do this right.
Prepare to be amazed. Go for it.
That crash of Count Bergliez has left the demon weary. This will be our best chance to crush that pest for good.
Alright, Manuela, you fall back. I do not need you dying here.
For it.
You know what? I'm gonna order all-out offensive literally anywhere except Byleth.
How many times have we fought? Either way, this will be the last.
You're right about that. I'm not letting you leave here alive, Ashen Demon. Sorry about this.
No, you're not. Unless that was in reference to somebody else. Oh, right, because I had Manuela heal you. That's probably why. Ooh, good thing I chose Yuritsa as the adjutant. Didn't benefit there.
The Empire has grown strong.
And I'm lucky to have dodged that one. Keep on him. Keep on him. Yeah, not this time. How long is this gonna go?
Have to work for this one.
You
Finally got that menace on the ropes. We can win this.
I wonder how they'll play things out in this version. Oh crap, I don't think I'm facing the right way. Let's see if I actually catch Byleth in any of this.
We'll do it together.
No, we don't! Crap. Well, I've still got 2 I win buttons, so I should be fine.
Let's link up.
All will perish.
We'll do it together.
Got him. They're pretty much a mirror of the Golden Deer route, huh?
Such vexing arrogance for one so small. Perhaps you truly are one of their descendants. In any event, you labored to destroy my vessel, did you not? That is a deed most foul. Money you will pay for with your life. You cannot hope to win so bound in flesh. Pitiful.
This isn't a fight you can win. Get out of there!
You can run all you like. Why do you fight me?
Why so this?
So it looks like the only major difference is the background then, huh? And the circumstances that brought us here. Makes sense.
Sorry, Claude. They were too much for us.
It's all right, Hilda. Well, it's not, but I knew this was a possible outcome. I was hoping the terrain might let us hold, but against that many soldiers deployed that skillfully, it just wasn't enough.
You sound sad. It's a little weird.
Can you blame me? Look at how many people have died because I decided to fight this war. Maybe I should have just let the Empire have their way.
My father and the others never would have accepted that. You had to throw everything you had at the enemy at least once, or they'd think you were a coward forever.
Wow, Hilda. I didn't think you'd picked up on all of that.
Actually, you wouldn't have had as much time with Hilda at the Academy, so you wouldn't have picked up that she's good at social cues.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Too bad everything I had still wasn't enough.
Well, the next step is to put our heads together and figure out what to do next.
I hope you don't mind if I lean on you and that brother of yours for support.
Speaking of which, where is Holst?
Lester's round table is overdue for some big changes.
And this would absolutely prompt it, given that you've lost Gloucester and Delia.
Again, Your Majesty, you've got my deepest thanks for rescuing us. And since my lack of foresight's to blame, let me apologize again for what happened.
I will not hear of it, Count Bergliez. Had any but you been in command, I would be collecting corpses right now instead of thanks. I failed to see what Duke Regan and Count Gloucester were plotting. The blame is mine alone, so I will hear no more self-reproach from you. Go now and rest those weary bones.
I'm grateful for the kindness, Your Majesty. Honestly, this experience shook me more than you might realize. I never would have made it through without the brave men and women who served me. They're the ones who deserve your praise.
Understood. I will see they are duly rewarded.
I like Count Bergliez. He can stay.
Hubert, summon Monica and have that put in writing as an official decree.
Good call.
And now, I want to know how we are faring with our efforts in the kingdom.
Not well, I suspect. I suspect not well at all.
I won't let myself stop here.
As per usual. Alrighty. Ooh, substantial reward. Nice. Now we've dragged along the rest of the golden deer. Well, still 3 left, but still, you get the point.
And here I thought we won.
As did I.
Who knew the Ashen Demon had that kind of strength? Not that I'm making excuses. You gave me power of my own, and it still wasn't close to enough.
That's not true.
Of course it is. What am I even up against here? It's like I looked away for 1 second, and suddenly I was facing someone else entirely.
That would explain what was troubling me before. That is the unique danger I sensed. Still, you can win this fight. I know you can. And I'll do whatever I can to make it so. We'll claim victory over that monster together.
You know what? You're right. I'll be strong enough one day if I just keep at it.
No pressure.
Still, one day could be years from now at this rate. We should probably think of a backup plan. And hey, the Ashen Demon's a mercenary, right? Might be best for the Empire to toss some coin their way and put the rivalry behind us.
You want to hire that thing? Seriously? Fighting side by side with the Ashen Demon? Are you mad?
You make it sound like the worst idea in the world.
Well, by Arval's account, it would be.
We have a war to win here, remember? Gotta keep an open mind.
Ah, I understand now. You've witnessed your adversary's true strength and convinced yourself you cannot win.
What? No. I just know a valuable resource when I see one. And we're far better off with them than we are against them.
If that's really how you feel, then so be it. But trust me, you don't need to worry. You'll get stronger soon, I promise. So maybe don't go relinquishing your prey just yet. After all, I desire nothing more than to see you achieve your goals.
This hits different after playing the Golden Deer route. That hits different. Oh boy.
A glove does not defy the hand, and yet you've done just that. So this is my name. Yet I am also called the Beginning. I am progenitor and mother to all who call Fodlan home.
Where am I?
I am not here to answer all you ask. Yet I will grant the one. You stand before my throne. If you so wish, then take a seat. But know then that your flesh is mine to wield. You lack the power to resist.
My flesh? What are you saying?
You should not have interfered. I could have cut that wretch down with a stroke. Oh, that one vexes me so. When next we meet, I must step in and deal with them myself.
Actually, I'm surprised that you don't. I mean, I guess since the Byleth would be resisting, I guess you know that you theoretically can't step in without causing trouble. Well, safely step in anyway, unless Byleth really has motivation to, but still, I'm surprised you don't make the attempt at least.
It is quite clear that you cannot my power safely wield. Do I speak plain?
Not in the slightest. I have so many questions.
Hey, lazy bones. Get up already. You sure you're all right? You don't seem like yourself.
He's not.
I'm fine. Just a strange dream.
Like the ones you used to have.
Yes, but this time we talked.
Huh?
You fool! That was no dream!
What's wrong?
Nothing. Wait, didn't you...
Do you lack wits? My voice is not for him. Whenever I speak, it is for you alone.
On second thought, I think there is something wrong. I mean, my hair's still a different color, right?
Yes, and your eyes too. How that happened is beyond me. Anyway, we lost the battle, so probably best to wave this place goodbye and find somewhere to rest up.
Is that a fact?
Actually, I think I'd feel more comfortable staying here on the battlefield a while longer. I just need to swing my sword around and get my head on straight. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
If you say so, but if it gets any worse, tell me.
Alright, so that pretty much plays out the same way.
Hubert, if you would.
Of course, Your Majesty. Let me apprise you all as to what is going on. As you know, our talons have been sunk in our little alliance problem for some time now. But now we must deal with the Kingdom, which has sent an army to claim the heads of Count Rowe and any others who came over to our side.
As expected.
However, Rowe is seated at Aryan Road, the fortress city. A citadel as hard to crack as Fort Mercius.
Ah, Aryan Road. The Silver Maiden.
Seems sorta weird to call a big hulking place like that a maiden.
That's because she's as hard to get near as the purest of maidens. If you're still confused, that's your own problem.
Yeah, I still don't get it.
Our reports indicate that despite the strength of the Kingdom's army, they are still struggling to take the fortress city. But, given enough time, they will. Unless we send reinforcements. Therefore, we must direct our attention to the Kingdom once more.
Will this constant bouncing between the Kingdom and Alliance not take its toll on our soldiers?
Who said we were taking our entire force? We will depart for Garrigmok with elite troops, then collect fresh units before proceeding west. Simultaneously, I plan to have Duke Garrett summon the Western Lord soldiers and march toward the fortress city. We will join up at that point and strike at the Kingdom's main force together. What say you to that?
I would say it is the ideal strategy, at least on paper.
Okay, let's keep our optimism in check here. I mean, speaking from personal experience, nothing ever turns out the way you want it to.
Yeah, you're speaking out more than I would have expected, Bernie. Nice.
Should we be having concern? If the plan is good, we will find success. And the Alliance? They may attempt another one of their schemes while we're distracted.
They will not. Her Majesty is taking a measured approach to resolving matters with Leicester. Count Bergliez is worn as thin as they are. We will have him set up camp at the Great Bridge and continue negotiations from there. To our advantage, Gloucester's new Count Lawrence has decided to join the Empire. Additionally, the daughters of Houses Ordelia and Edmund have been given leave to fight by our side. Besides, from what I hear, the Round Table is too busy chewing itself apart to start any more trouble.
Well, there's only 3 of them left. I'm not sure what they'd be chewing themselves apart over.
That leaves only the Knights of Saros to contend with. The Minister of Religious Affairs will handle them.
My father? But he's not capable of facing the Knights?
I let the Ashen Demon outmaneuver me in the last battle. That won't happen again.
That's a random thing to just add in the middle of that. Either way.
Scarlet Blaze. The Maiden's Peril. When he learns of the Empire's struggle, Dmitri decides the time is right to strike. He moves swiftly to drive the Empire out, toppling one unfaithful Western lord after another. Finally, he descends on Aryan Road, seat of Count Rowe, the first lord to betray him. Thus does Edelgard's army begin another grueling march to rescue a different count.
No pressure.
We've been here before. But we were in such a rush to rescue Leonardo that we never got more than a glimpse of Aryan Road. Can't really appreciate the scale that quick. And now we're back to bail it out.
If only Claude hadn't hatched his futile scheme. We could have avoided all these needless battles and saved countless lives.
Yet, in a more positive light, he handed us the perfect opportunity to show that not even the Alliance and Kingdom together can match the Empire's strength.
You're dipping from a lot of the Western lords as well, at least within the Kingdom. You can't necessarily say that for certain.
Once we crush the army of Fargus, our superiority will be clear for all to see.
And will that actually result in fewer casualties going forward? Because that is what would put Her Majesty's heart at ease.
I will make no guarantees for matters beyond our control. So long as fanatics are willing to die for the Central Church, casualties are inevitable.
We broke the Alliance's siege, and we can break the Kingdom's too.
We're lucky it's a stronghold like Aryan Road that's under siege. It shouldn't be half the nail-biter we had to deal with last time.
Unless Rhea's there herself.
Yes, but last time Count Bergliez was in command. For all we know, Count Rowe will break like a twig and surrender the moment he hears the first soldier crest the hill.
As I see it, we have 2 options. We can take a direct path for Aryan Road, or we can wait until we scatter the Kingdom troops that are fanned out in the north. It is a most vexing decision.
As a professional at staying holed up, I think we should secure the perimeter first and get rid of as much danger as we possibly can.
It is Aryan Road, so it can probably hold out for a while.
Time is important. We should be striking fast and hard.
We're gonna have to deal with the North after we free Aryan Road anyway. So it makes sense to clear them out now and get it over with.
Let's keep both options open and see how the situation unfolds. General Randolph.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I commend you for holding Aryan Road with what few soldiers you had.
Thank you, Your Majesty. But I am unworthy of such praise when I failed to prevent the siege. Coordination with Count Rowe proved difficult. It was all I could do merely to keep the enemy in check.
That alone is commendable. The more foolish man would have rushed to glory and gotten himself and his underlings killed in the process.
Actually, that sounds like how Randolph could have ended up dying at a different timeline, but never mind me.
I have a key role for you in the coming rescue, General. I know you were up to the task.
Of course, Your Majesty.
My brother and I will give our all.
Hey, when did you show up?
Very good. But do not let your eagerness for victory come at the cost of lives. We have many more battles ahead and must conduct ourselves accordingly.
Alrighty then, we'll see how it plays
Hey
out.
there, Edelgard.
What's this about?
Leafing through documents, are we? This is new.
Yeah, completely out of character, I know. But one of these reports has been stuck in my mind. Back when Count Ro declared fealty to the Empire, other lords committed to doing the same, right? But the moment we left and the Kingdom Army marched south, they fell right back in line. It's like they never betrayed Fargus in the first place.
Good memory. That's exactly what happened.
Of course.
Houses Elidor and Duval both made overtures to join the Empire.
So why is the kingdom welcoming them back without so much as a wrist slap? Is this another House Gloucester thing where the politics demand it? Seems like their importance as noble families outstrips the fact they're all two-faced liars.
Politics are doubtless involved, but the heads of houses can change, as they did with Gloucester. We're not bound to place importance on any one individual, only the bloodline.
So the kingdom's aristocracy gets the same free pass as the alliances?
Yes, and the empires as well, even though I do my best to treat everyone equally.
Well, you do try, although, given the circumstances, I don't know how well it'll work out.
I cannot afford to slight a minister's house, for example. They broke fealty to the former Prime Minister when they swore it to me. Would you call that treachery? What makes it different from the actions of Count Gloucester?
Greed makes it different. And I'd say betraying someone for money is lower than low.
That's one way to look at it. I agree that what matters is the reason behind the change of heart. Was it for land? For status? To exact revenge or seize glory? Because I view a betrayal for any of those reasons to be utterly worthless.
Yeah, money and vengeance are pretty shallow motives. Well, that's why I'm here.
I'm not talking about mercenaries. I'm talking about lords. Each of their decisions has the ability to upend the lives of thousands, if not more. Only a person with the character to realize that is truly fit to lead.
And how do you find someone who can handle that responsibility?
I've worked for plenty of nobles in my time. Until now, I couldn't have cared less what it means to actually be one. But then you gave me responsibility over all of these soldiers, and it... Well, I guess I'm starting to see the world in a different way. And the people who live in it, too.
I see.
I admit, your grand designs sail clear over my head sometimes. Most of the time, actually. But that's why I stand by you. I feel like one of these days, something important's gonna rub off on me.
And I feel the same. You've opened my eyes to all manner of things I might never have seen otherwise. You are a commoner without the fetters of a family name, wielding your sword directly for me. That's more valuable than you may realize.
No pressure. Alrighty, what's the field look like? Are we starting at... Oh, we're starting there. Okay. Huh. We could just go straight into battle if we wanted by the looks of it. Let's see what they're gonna make us do first. Former Arundel territory. Wait, what new supports unlocked? Lawrence and someone? Oh, right. Ah, right. I could unlock it down this path as well? Okay. Well, since I'll be showing that off somewhere else, don't have to worry about that too much. Yeah, I'll be showing that off in a different context later.
What is it?
What's the matter? Having second thoughts? Don't worry about it. You're human after all. A little wavering is only natural. Trust in me. I will guide you to the right answer. I'm sure you will. I find myself relieved that the battle with the Alliance has come to an end. Though I swore fealty to the Empire, it is no pleasant affair to be thrown into war against former comrades. I'd rest far more easy if the Alliance and Empire were to be united. Hey, you never know, right?
Oh.
Yes, I am certain that if their interests were to align, they would not hesitate to come together. That is the question. Will the interests align? I do wonder what Claude's motivation is going to be this time around.
Listen.
Do you know what the Kingdom and Alliance possess which the Empire does not? Perhaps my question is overly broad, so let me just get to the point. I refer to the Heroes' Relics.
Yeah,
Relics are those fancy weapons used by folks with crests, yeah?
Truth be told,
They are handed down among nobles of the Kingdom and Alliance who descend from the great heroes known as the 10 Elites. In any event, relics are such powerful weapons that it is said a single one of them equals the might of 1,000 ordinary soldiers. Such is what it means to face off against the Kingdom and the several relics in their possession. I guess that's how they justify from a story reason how the Kingdom's able to hold their own. I mean, Sylvain himself said in a Three Houses paralogue that it's the Lance of Ruin doing the protecting, so that makes sense.
That's not good.
We ended up facing off against Gerald's mercenaries again in Regan. It's almost like there's some fateful connection between us and them.
Let's see.
Maybe, although they don't seem to have any particular grudge against the Empire. Could just be a coincidence. I'd be grateful if that were the case. But as they say, what happens twice will surely happen thrice. Sounds like something similar to a college I went to. If it happens twice, it's a tradition.
Wait up.
Seems like we've got mercs on our side lately. More mercs on our side lately. Can we really trust them? Wouldn't be surprising if they had a couple spies mixed in among them. Better to keep the important information close to the vest. No need to tell the mercs everything after all. Those people would turn in their own grandmother for a couple of coins if it came down to it. Said someone who's labeled as a mercenary. Oh, goddess. Excuse me. Do you need something?
What do you think?
The Empire is working to annihilate the Central Church, yet faith is clearly important to you. Are you really okay with all of this? I feel a bit conflicted because I accepted the doctrine of the Central Church simply as a matter of course. But so long as I can still pray, that is enough. I'll be very curious to see if that holds up.
I suppose.
I don't care about Fargus personally, but I do have family there. I heard they are fighting for the Kingdom. On the battlefield, they are our enemy.
Got a sec?
Never would have thought I'd hear about family from you. You talking siblings or what? My mother and sister. They are all I have. The lives of enemies and allies mean nothing to me, but I could not bear to lose her. Yeah, why do I get the feel... Did you just plant a flag for Mercedes to show up then? Ah, great.
Nice!
Ignatz! We're fighting on the same side! I'm more excited about this than a ham feast!
Excellent.
I'm excited too, Raphael. But hey, how are Maya and your grandfather doing? Great as usual. That's why I'm fighting, so they can keep on living a good and happy life. In that case, let's fight as hard as we can so we never have to be on opposite sides again. Alrighty. Glad to see they're in high spirits despite the problems.
Hear a girl out, will you?
I am Baron Martin, and my territory is located southeast of here. Not that I expect you to know that, of course. I fear we're something of a minor house. Nonetheless, I will help you to capture Aryan Road. Capture?
Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report.
As it happens...
The gates of Aryan Road seem every bit as gigantic and sturdy as those in the capitals. Oh, how I would love to stand watch there. Not that I'm not proud of the tiny gate we have here. Wait, did I just call it tiny? Forget I said anything. Oh boy. Hey, Balthus.
Okay, so...
Never in all my life thought I'd run into somebody who could take out Holst. I don't know about that Bergliez guy. He and Holst are so blasted strong they don't even seem human. But Bergliez has a crest, whereas Holst doesn't. So if it comes out a draw, that's basically a win for Holst, yeah? Either way, I sure don't want to tussle with either of them. Interesting that we didn't see Holst on the field then. Would have expected him to have taken the field just to try and take on Bergliez directly, but where was he? That might be a problem depending on what Elmira may or may not have been up to.
We must speak.
I grow stronger through battle. Combat experience really is being the greatest of teachers. Hunting beasts and hunting people are different things after all. Fighting and hunting are different, huh? How so? Beasts are determining enemy strength and choosing whether to fight or run.
I am having
But many people are
concerns.
not able to do this, which leads to battles of much pointlessness. Huh. Interesting. Although to be fair, given the principles we hold, self-preservation instincts aren't our primary focus necessarily. Despite the difference in hair color, Her Majesty looks very much like her mother, Anselma. What, me? Oh, I'm just the head of a nearby village who's come to greet the Emperor. Her Majesty's mother, Anselma, was born right here in former Arendelle territory. She would often come to visit our village. Though it was a great many years ago, I still remember her as a most wonderful person. Wonder how much changed in between then and now. Well, given what happened to her. I'm so glad Her Majesty praised Randolph's efforts, and it seems like he received a reward too. My brother works incredibly hard for our sakes, and I want to help however I can.
Let's do this.
Hold on, Randolph. I'll help you. I swear it. Alrighty then, we'll see how that plays out. Anything more I need to worry about here?
My instruction comes at a high price.
Nice, everybody that I recruited had that taken care of, so that's always nice. It appears the King of Fargus himself has come to recapture Aryan Road. The outcome of this battle will likely contribute heavily to the balance of power between Adrestia and Fargus. I look forward to great success on your part. But I also trust you to look after Her Majesty. This is the kingdom we face, and there will be no end of rogues who seek to claim her life. Yeah, that's putting it mildly. We're gonna be dealing with a lot, aren't we? I felt my recent performance to be lacking. Nonetheless, Her Majesty honored me with praise, and now my heart is full. Perhaps if I continue to accrue meritorious deeds to my name, I will be permitted to establish a house. For my family, I will do whatever it takes. Well, if you're an offshoot of Bergliez, that should be a little easier for most, but then again, this is Edelgard we're talking about. You will have to stand out somehow.
A moment of your time.
Aryan Road, known as the Silver Maiden, originally belonged to the Empire. Sadly, the Count Rowe of the time betrayed the Empire and drove a wedge into their defenses. But now it belongs to the Empire once more, and we will never again let it fall into enemy hands. Seems like it's constantly changing hands right now.
Did you need something?
I don't much think about the Lord himself, but those Gaspard folks are an impressive lot. Most love Lord Nanato like a father, and are even willing to lay down their lives for him. Maybe he is more praiseworthy than I realized. I do wonder about that. Wonder if Ash will have anything to say. We have more troops than ever now. It just goes to show how important this battle is, but on the other side of that coin, it will doubtless lead to even greater losses.
You sure?
And it's a good thing we've got folks like you to keep those numbers low. Still, we have no choice but to be realistic and face the day as best we can. I find your calm reassuring. At least somebody does.
How can I serve?
This was once Arendelle territory, but the Regent's rebellion saw the house ended. After that, it came under control of House Resfelg, and the Minister of the Imperial Household began coming and going often. Talk arose that it would be granted to House Vestra, but for now it remained under Resfelg influence. Well, for now it remains. I'm surprised it hasn't been handed over somewhere else though, given that Edelgard would be busy running the Empire as a whole.
Thing is,
for a long time, all I cared about was being just like my father in every way, and then surpassing him. But now I know that's not enough. I mean, there have to be people even stronger than him, right? Actually, you might be right. And besides, true strength comes in all forms and shapes. See? You get it. Still, I've set a lot of goals for myself, so I know there's a long road ahead. The long road, huh? Should I start humming that tune? Yeah, well. What are you doing on the outskirts of the camp? Oh, right. Nanato and his forces lead the vanguard to Aryan Road. They'll be quite familiar with Aryan Road, seeing as it is House Rowe's residence. Nanato is very important to me, as is everyone else in the Kingdom Army. I don't want to whine, I really don't. But I don't want to fight them. Yeah, I don't blame you, they are your friends. I mean, realistically, I could only really see Mercedes being the only reasonable recruit. Everybody else would be far too committed to Fargus.
Hello there.
Hey there, remember me? I guess you don't. I was in the same year as you, in the Golden Deer House. A few houses of the Alliance are following the Empire now, including the one that I work for. Ah. What are you doing out here, Bernie?
Amazing!
Aryan Road, huh? Sure wish I had an invincible fortress I could lock myself away in forever. Still, I know that there's no such thing as something being truly invincible. I mean, even Count Bergliez loses on occasion, right? Which means it's only a matter of time for Aryan Road. No bloody pressure on us. Nope, not at all. None whatsoever. I've looked up to the Knights of the Kingdom since I was a small girl. But now that the time has come to cross spears with them, I find myself increasingly nervous.
I see.
I pray I fight in a way that does no shame to my opponents. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, isn't it?
As it happens...
I thought Count Rome might turn back to the kingdom more readily, but instead he mounts a stout defense from the castle. Perhaps he possesses some backbone after all. Oh, I agree, especially when you consider the situation with Count Gloucester. I believe that man had his own reasons, but I understand what you were trying to say. Oh yeah, what are you up to?
Listen up.
Going back and forth in the mountains reminds me of my hometown. Haven't seen anyone there in a long time, but I think I'd like to head back someday. It's in the middle of some great mountains. No, wait, some great forest? It'll come to me eventually. No pressure then.
Let's see.
I capitulated to the Empire, which might actually give my father greater peace of mind. You see, House Ordelia has for some time declared their inclinations to swear allegiance to the Empire. But in my father's heart of hearts, I know he wanted to join with the other lords of the Alliance and fight against the Empire. We once faced cruel treatment at the Empire's hands, so I was fighting in his place.
What do you think?
You don't seem to like the Empire much. Are you really going to obey them going forward? I've made my decision. Additionally,
Are you serious?
I'm rather curious about Edelgard, so... no. Please forget that last part. It's okay. I as the player know what's going on even if Shez is clueless. Even when tinged with sadness, her face remains as splendid as always. Still, I wish I could do something that might bring her joy.
Oh.
If only I was smarter, or stronger, or both. Well, I'll just do the best I can with what I've got, and I'm hoping you'll do the same. No freaking pressure whatsoever. Seems like there's always something.
Did you hear?
The army attacking Aryan Road is evidently being led by King Dimitri himself. Pretty scary to be fighting a guy who killed his own uncle on his path to the throne, huh? Even those who simply sided with his uncle were named as perpetrators of the tragedy of Dusker and punished accordingly. Although, to be fair, they probably were co-conspirators in that, given, well, what we learned in that route.
Excuse me.
Have you heard the rumors? I hear there's someone else in our ranks who wishes to see their house restored.
Huh?
You mean Randolph? Randolph, is it? I see. Tread lightly, Randolph, for I have committed your name to memory. I shall not be outdone by you, dear fellow. I will see my house restored first. I'm not sure it's more a matter of restored as it is just establishing it.
Do you have a moment?
I confess, I'm more than a little relieved that things have finally settled down in Regan. And that's to say nothing of my relief that we didn't lose Count Bergliez in the bargain. However, it looks like we'll need to keep a careful association with Claude moving forward. Even the strongest man in the Empire ends up on the back foot from time to time. I'm just glad he made it out in one piece. Agreed, although it was an interesting experience to see that even the great Count Bergliez is human. Yeah, just a bit. Alrighty, so, what do I need to see to before we call it a night? Alright, so we can approach from either direction for that. And we've got a timed thing over there. The Saros Snare. Ooh, 3 very different paralogs. Huh. So what are each of them named? So, the Saros Snare. Huh. Okay, that could be interesting. So that'll probably lead to all sorts of fun. And then a noble among nobles. So, great. That's gonna be utterly insufferable, isn't it? Probably. Alright, so what do I regain there? Training points? First activity points. Well, here's what we'll do then. Just to make sure we are able to S-rank that battle. we'll go ahead and do our usual cooking nonsense. And then we'll go use the training field once. And that should get us far enough along as far as dealing with all that. I don't need to worry about that too much. I can always read that later. I would need more lore dumps.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Okay. Now remind me, who does Hubert need to build support up or with? Let's see, let me dig up my list real quick. Because there's only 3 B supports left that I listed before grabbing... Well, actually, let's go ahead and check real quick. Oh, it's Dorothea with everybody. Hubert just has Dorothea to mess with. Well, to talk to. Let's see. So, anything new from our new friends here? Alright, Raphael's nothing new. Ignatz has nothing new. Lysithea does have something new. Okay, I'll definitely want to pursue things with Lysithea then. Doesn't surprise me that she would... Actually, wait a minute.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
I didn't see Edelgard listed among them, right? I thought it was Hubert and Ferdinand. That's kind of surprising, actually. I would have expected that she'd have more of a direct conversation with Edelgard. Then again, I haven't seen a paralogue for Edelgard yet, so maybe that'll be... Maybe that'll be a dual paralogue. Maybe those two will have a paralogue at some point. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. Nice.
Hey, this is great.
I will take my good fortune.
This is my favorite.
Oh, but this is just to die for. It's my favorite, really.
Is it bad that I really want to know what discussion Lawrence and Bernie would have with each other? That sounds hilarious.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
And then... Actually, we won't worry about that one. It's Awakening Gauge. Actually, no, not much faster. Actually, may as well work on this one while we're at it.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there.
Welp.
Oh, this looks great. I'm gonna demolish this puppy for sure.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
There we go.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true
Now, what was the other one I go for? I think weapon... Actually, I think it's weapon durability loss reduced. Is the other one? Yeah, I think this is it. This way I can spam combat arts more so. Alright, I guess you two are sharing a meal. It's simple enough to work out. Okay.
Solid, solid.
Oh, yes. This is definitely one of the foods I love.
Oh, this is the best! Let's eat!
Alrighty then.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Now I just need to stop by the training field real quick to see to that a little bit. Especially now that I've got a metric ton that I can worry about.
Time to work you into shape.
Alright. Where's Lysithea? I need to have her start working on supports. And then I also need to be mindful of Dorothea, right? That's the one I've got on the B support list. Yeah, Dorothea and pretty much everybody. That should suffice. Which may have you work on. And there might be some good spells in this tree, well, on that. So let's go that direction. And we'll have you work on Pegasus Knight, why not? That'll be amusing. There's no Dark Flyer in this game, but still. Nothing new for Ash yet. I think I'm saving all of the supports for Ash until later. Actually, you can have Dorothea work with other people. But Monica has fewer options if I want to make that work out. I guess I don't need to worry over much. Oh yeah, I never did see how that turns out, have I? Oh yeah, and I need to see to that as well. That's why Caspar was assigned there. Well, I just need to go a little bit anyway. Let's see how long this goes. Not long at all.
This'll help me break new boundaries.
Excellent, another spell.
This is good for something.
Actually, I probably should have Shez work on Mortal Savant as well. That could be fun. And finish up Dancer. And there's a lot I need to finish up. That's the short version. But if that's mastered, I can have use... Actually, Mortal Savant will probably be more useful for you as a swordswoman.
Time to work you into shape.
Although, if I'm working on intermediate classes, maybe... Yeah, let's do Assassin instead.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
I can worry about getting the acquired class sign out of the way later.
Which
I'm off
battlefield are
stream.
you headed to?
Surprised at how many paralogs they're throwing at me so quickly, though. And to think I'd miss out on a few of them if I didn't recruit people. Either way, so we've got this over here, so I guess we'll head in this direction first. So what are we up against? Okay. Three-way battle. Should be relatively straightforward then. So I want Dorothea on the field no matter what.
Put me in there and watch our enemies fly!
Oh, me?
Okay, is Caspar one of the ones that Dorothea has a B support with? No. Okay, so I need to pull in... Yeah, Bernie will do.
Why can't you just let me stay inside?
Alright, this should suffice. This should suffice. Now let's make sure we've got the good stuff. I really need to improve my magic stuff. Actually, wait, you've got a crest. Which means you can use one of these, can't you? You can. Do. You don't. It's not the crest of Karen, but at least you won't take damage from it. Okay. This should suffice. Let's get in there.
I just want to survive this. I'm not sure I can... It's
You'll be
Bernie's
fine.
Time. Leave this one to me. It's Bernie's time. I'm gonna help, okay? Please, excuse me. I'll lend you my strength.
So, what should I be doing? Sure.
Do this, but I'll try. Here goes. So I can't just sit this one out?
No, you can't.
Forwards, march! And don't let me catch you lagging behind!
Let's get this battle underway!
Alright, knock him out nice and easy.
Leave this one to me.
Then I can just keep trading back and forth between Dorothea and Caspar.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Boom!
This will really
Oh, you
demoralize
blocked
our
it.
enemies.
But I can move to the side. Down you go. It's so nice having good weapons now.
To retreat is a vital strategy.
That was easy.
Holy crap! This axe is amazing! I've always been using this axe. This feels different somehow. I don't feel like I should be able to do this much damage with it. Holy crap.
So, what should I be doing again?
I'll give it a... Please,
That was a lot.
You'll have to take things from here.
Alright, lay into him.
You shall pay for this, you hear?
See? I'm not so bad.
Ah, crap, that hurt.
Let's do this together.
Alright, lay into him.
I'm ready whenever you are. This is on you.
There we go.
It's Bernie's time to shine. I'll fight too. The time has finally come. Time to get started.
Oh, that's convenient. Oh crap, Sylvain's on the field? He'll probably be equipped with the Lance of Ruin then. Wait, no, not? That's a surprise. I would have expected the Lance of Ruin. Well, here goes nothing.
I take no pleasure in this fight, and neither will you.
Oh geez, that's a lot.
I'll give it an honest attempt.
Alright, here we go. And now we're having different people bombarding everybody. There we go. Alright, still winnable. Well, still S-rankable, I should say.
You'll have to take things from here. You'll have to take things from here.
Still fights.
He's more bitter than black as coffee.
I'll take down anyone in my way.
I know we can count on you.
Back here.
That's tough to take.
Alright, that should finish off this stronghold easily enough, and probably the bandits too. Not quite? Alright, well.
If you would like, maybe.
That should suffice. Down they go.
So, what should I... Sure.
And then we send Bernie in the other direction.
It's Bernie's time to shine.
Or just Dorothea, apparently.
It's Bernie's time to shine.
Well, we'll have her move in that direction, at least.
It's all my fault.
Okay, 19%. Can't afford to get hit too much more, though.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
If you would like.
Hopefully Sylvain gets caught in this. Oh crap, I think I'm out of range of him. Yep, I'm out of range of him. Oh! Okay, he got caught by the tail end of it, but that's probably not enough on its own to be super useful.
That wasn't so bad.
Even a guy like me has a few things worth fighting for.
Whew! I don't know what that does, but I don't think I want to get hit by it.
Launching point for our next assault.
Alright, switch adjutant.
So, this is kind of.
Holy! Well. Also, why are there so many people here? This ain't cool.
Oh, you're strong. Strong enough to keep me safe for the rest of my days.
Oh, of course you're still thinking about that. Maybe I should be relying on the block button more so than anything else right now. Ow, scum! Okay. I win button away.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
Better use this.
I think I prefer playing Caspar this way than on the Wyvern. I should have done this a long time ago. I could probably get the fun I win button by doing this as well. Well, the unique one, I should say.
No point dying here for nothing. I better fall.
Yeah, you should fall back, Sylvain.
Fall back.
Here goes. I'll fight anyone and everyone, and I'll win.
That was amazing. Care to join me?
Alrighty, let's get him.
I'm ready whenever you are. This is on you.
Alright, that should at least knock out the mage.
Once I'm on stage, I won't leave until I've seen my performance through.
It always gets me amped up when I see the great things you're doing.
Looks like that's it for us.
Alrighty, there we go. Whew.
Whew, I'm alive! Which means I can finally go home.
I'm gonna have to go back and S-rank a bunch of stuff now. Nice. Keeping me on my toes. Very good.
I'm getting better, but at what cost?
Another chapter in the Caspar saga.
Oh boy, that again. There we go. Now I've got all the money to throw at the training field. Or the blacksmith, more to the point. That's probably the more pertinent thing to go after right now. Ah, nice, and go after that on my own time. Cool.
Can you believe this, Gwendol? We've waited what feels like decades, and still no Imperial army. What is the Emperor thinking? She promised to protect us.
Calm yourself, my lord. They will come. We've received reports of a large army forming to the south of Aryan Road. They will scatter this siege to the wind. I have no doubt of that.
They had better. It's her promises that swayed me into betraying the kingdom in the first place. I didn't do this just so my lands could be leveled by the King of Fargus's fiery wrath.
The Silver Maiden will keep us safe. She yields to no invader.
Oh, I just realized we're gonna be up against Yuri in the next fight, most likely.
Viscount Elidor and Count Duval have both sent messages, imploring me to surrender for the sake of my people. Yes, perhaps it's not too late. I can lure the Imperial army in and kill them, then beg the king for mercy.
My lord.
Lonato, you fool. Your rashness is to blame for all of this.
Uh-oh.
This is no time to go soft, my lord. Turning our coats a second time would be abominable. One betrayal can be explained away with the right sort of excuse. But a second? A second paints the lot of us as feckless curs.
Ugh. Then what would you have me do? Gwendol, you tell me.
Command it, my lord, and I will gladly go to my grave. You, however, must not. Yet unless you have fought life and limb for your people, you cannot surrender with honor intact. Anything less would earn you the people's scorn, just as it did your ancestors.
Ha! Ha ha ha! Yes, of course. It certainly would not do to forget that roe blood is stained with treachery.
Oh no. We're gonna have all sorts of trouble on the actual fight, aren't we?
Well, so be it. A weather vane must go with the wind, and a born traitor must finish the sedition he started.
Wise words, my lord. Your people will thank you for this course of action.
So, we're about to be betrayed, aren't we? Well, I hope we're not about to be betrayed. Maybe I'm misreading that, but still. Ah, crap, I just got myself into another battle. Can I leave it alone for now? Yes, I can. Okay, I'll go deal with that later. So, is there anything I want to see to before we move on? Let's see, there's no new supports yet. Either way, we got a lot that we need to see to. So, that was a lot of ground to cover this stream, and I expected it to be a lot of ground to cover. Part of me wishes that I had time to see to that, well, those other two paralogs, but it seems that the way things are going, paralogs will have to be handled at the start of a stream instead of at the end as we've been doing prior. Either way, see how that plays out. So, next time we jump in, hopefully, we'll be able to carry on without too much difficulty. Hopefully. Either way, see how it plays out. I just hope that my network will be a little more stable next time. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, at this rate, I'm gonna have to seriously consider my options there, but for now, thank you all for watching. Oh man, that was a lot. I'm gonna go to bed now. Got a long day ahead tomorrow, too. Oh well, if I don't see you Saturday for Metroid or next Wednesday for Xenoblade, well, actually, we'll see if I have time on Sunday. Maybe not, but we'll see. Either way, thank you all for watching. Whenever I'm able to stream this again, I'll see you all later.